We're here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Can you tell us your name and your position, please?
Joseph J. Borges. I'm the Republican Registrar here in the city of Bridgeport.
And Joe, you've told us that you've had some issues with ACORN registrations coming into your office over the last few months. Could you elaborate on that a little bit, please?
Well, ACORN did a push where they wanted to do register probably about 34,000 new voters. And in Bridgeport, over the summer, they have registered, they have sent in cards for probably over 5,000 individuals. So a lot of those individuals we found, if we contacted them, a lot of them said they didn't fill out a card. Some of the cards were bogus, and a lot of cards were duplicates. So they weren't checking to see if the person was really registered. Either they weren't asking them or they were just trying to just get a card done and get paid for it.
And so you said they've submitted about 5,000 applications. Could you guess how many or what percentage were as bogus or duplicate?
Well, so far there could be about 20% of those. We haven't really counted because we've been so busy trying to get those entered before the Democratic primary, because we had deadlines that we couldn't even reach because of the amount coming in and our staff shortage. But at least about 20% of those cards came back. We haven't been able to investigate them or send them back out or find out what happened. But a lot of times from the past, what we've learned was that those people did not live at that address at all.
Is it safe to say that processing those duplicate and fraudulent cards puts a burden on your staff and kind of hurts the greater workload?
It puts a major burden on us because it's time consuming. Because you go through a card, you look at it, and that person's already registered or never has been registered. So, never put in the card, but already registered. So you're going through there, you're doing the same legwork for each card. And then that person already being registered, that's time consuming. When you have a staff of 4 to 6 people doing it, it's not very, very healthy for your office.
And you had shared with us a story about a single individual working for ACORN who was using, underhanded means to capture the information necessary for voter registration cards. Could you explain that to us?
Right. Most of them, they get it by how many cards they get paid. They have to bring in a certain amount of cards. I had received a call from a resident in one of our Marina Village apartment buildings, and she had told me that, were we out there hiring somebody to register people to work at the polls? We said, no, we don't send people out to register the poll. I will be out there. What was the lady dressed in? I walked the whole complex, did not find the lady. Only person I could think about after interviewing this lady afterwards was that it possibly could have been an ACORN worker that she mistakenly got information from. I called ACORN, and they said, no, they had no one doing that. But about a week later, the ACORN supervisor came back to me and told me that, yes, it was one of the workers. What they were doing was they didn't want the person to know that they were registering them to vote. But I guess they were getting hassled with people not wanting to register. So she went with the idea of getting them to hire them for a job at $300 a day, and told them and got all the information that would go on the registration card. And after she left them, or after she left the complex, she was going back and filling out individual registration cards for those individuals.
And I'm guessing your poll workers don't make $300 a day?
No, that would have been another major problem when they come looking for $300 a day plus overtime.
I'm guessing they wish they did.
I kind of wish I did too on election day. Yes. But
so who did you notify after you heard from ACORN and they confirmed that for you?
We notified them, and we notified the Secretary of State's office as far as that individual. And ACORN said that they had also turned that person and terminated that individual.
Thank you.